All right, what's going on, guys? It's Luke here. This is how I'm going to be approaching the week and trading the week of December 22 to the 26th, 2025. We're, approaching this Christmas week, so it's not going to be a crazy week. I'm not expecting anything big, but I'm going to mark out, show you guys what I have marked out on my charts and how I'm going to be pretty much approaching day by day. We'll go over the news. I'll show you guys my NQ and ES charts, describe kind of what I have marked out and what I'm looking at exactly. So before we get into this, if you guys want to join the Discord, we'll do some live trading on Tuesday, because Monday I'm really not, like, there's no news Monday on Christmas week. I'm really not messing with that, but Tuesday we'll probably do some live trading in the Discord. So if you guys want to join, links in the pinned comment. If you guys need any discounts to Alpha Futures, my code is LukeX. It's there's a link to Alpha in the comments, in the pinned comment. Right now it's 10%. There should be hopefully some sales coming out for the new year and whatever, but I'll notify you guys whenever anything comes out. So let's get right into this. So we're going to start off in the higher time frame, work our way down. Obviously our monthly has continued in bullish order flow, and it's continuing, this monthly candle, still 11 days left. It's pretty indecisive right now, but we're continuing in that bullish order flow going into the end of the year. So we go to the weekly. Our weekly actually put in a nice bullish close with a strong bottom wick. We actually had a nice recovery after that sell-off, which is good to see in terms of bullish price action. We're still technically pushing bullish, I would say, on the weekly overall. Like, I'm really not going to be getting bearish until like this weekly low really gets closed below, or potentially this one right here. If we can make a strong bearish close here, then we're kind of getting into that higher time frame bearish territory. But for right now, still pretty bullish on the weekly. So what do I have marked out right now? Currently, right now, I have marked out obviously my all-time high, because it's technically in range over here. I have this weekly low right here, this weekly high right here. We have previous week's high, and we have previous week's low marked out right now. Now we're going on to the daily, and obviously we had that major sell-off, you know what I mean, from the end of last week going into this week, and we had a nice recovery these last 2 days, pushing price up. We had a nice retracement, as you can see off the fib, pretty much perfectly retraced, and we have some buy side that we can take out. We have, we're looking good. We just, put in a nice bullish close these last 2 days. We had a nice recovery. So everything I have marked out is right here, guys. All-time high. We have this daily high right here. We have this small daily fair value gap resting right above the weekly high. We have previous week's high, previous week's low, and then we have the weekly low. I'll go over to ES. It's pretty much the exact same thing, but same thing on ES, guys, right? Weekly strong close with that strong wick. Go over to the daily. What do I have marked out? Again, previous week's high, previous week's low, all-time high, weekly low. Pretty much the exact same thing. So one interesting thing that happened, and if you guys remember, I was always saying to watch these daily bullish FEGs. We actually inversed them, and then we had a strong recovery back above them. And when this happens, usually this is a sign that price usually wants to continue higher. Now, obviously, this is going to be impacted with news and everything like that, but right now I'm favoring more buy side. I'm favoring bullish for right now. It looks like we had a nice sweep. Again, if you guys remember, we had that nice sweep on the weekly. We're recovering nicely. I think we do continue to push higher for right now. But again, we're near the end of the year, so we're going to have to pay attention day by day. But some scenarios that I'm looking at, okay? The next obvious buy-side draw is going to be previous week's high, and above that, it's going to be this weekly high. And our next sell-side draw is all the way down here at previous week's low. So I'm anticipating that we come up and we take previous week's high, and we're going to have to see from there. If we get continuations higher, I'm obviously going to be looking for pullbacks in order to continue to trade up to that weekly high and potentially back towards all-time high. But something like this, right? If we take previous week's high and we get a rotation back down, then I'll be looking to seek out previous week's low. Now, again, I'm favoring more bullish price action. We could get a pullback and a rotation and a continuation back up. But again, we do have this draw right here. We have these highs. We have all-time highs. We recovered nicely after that inversion. We have a draw right here at previous week's high. So at the least, I'm expecting price to come up, take out that previous week's high, give us a reaction, and then from there, maybe we can get some guidance, maybe with a daily fair value gap or a 4-hour fair value gap. I guess we do have this 4-hour right here, which could be something that we want to watch, for example. So maybe a price, for example, maybe we come back into here and we look to trade higher into the previous week's high, or price comes up, sweeps, inverses, and we continue lower. So I'd be watching this 4-hour gap. any daily gaps that are formed. But main draw on liquidity right now is obviously going to be the previous week's high. That's what I'm really watching right now because that's what we're closest to. So again, scenario number one, maybe we come up, we take previous week's high, and we just continue up into buy side, and we just look to gain in on those pullbacks. That could be scenario number one. Scenario number two, maybe we get a sweep of this previous week's high, we come down, we get a nice inversion on the 4 hour, and then we could maybe see price seek out that previous week's low. Those are the two main scenarios that I'm really looking at. The main buy side draw we're looking at is previous week's high. Main sell side draw we're looking at as of right now is previous week's low. So this is what I'm kind of looking at going into this week. I really just am favoring buy side. I do think we continue. We had a nice recovery off the fib. We had that sweep on the weekly. We have a nice close on this past week's candle. To me, it looks bullish, but again, we're going to have to take it day by day with the news, see if we get continuations higher and we just get in on those pullbacks and we continue to seek out these highs up here and into this daily fair value gap and then potentially beyond to all-time high. Or we sweep this previous week's low, get a nice inversion on like the daily, the 4 hour or whatever, and then we look to seek out the previous week's low. So pretty much what I'm looking at, same thing on ES. If we look at ES, we could also get an SMT kind of scenario where NQ sweeps the previous week's high, ES doesn't, and then we get a bearish SMT that kind of provides a sell-off. So one thing to be watching for as well would be some type of bearish SMT formation because as you can see, NQ is slightly leading towards that high. So that's pretty much all I'm looking at. I'm favoring bullish price action. This is how my chart's marked out. This is what I'm looking at. Again, I update day by day in the Discord. So again, if you guys want to join, everything in there is free. But let's go through the news day by day, and I'll tell you guys how I'm approaching every single day for trading. It's going to be a little bit of a weird week. So Monday, week of Christmas, no news. I'm not really trading. I'll be on the charts, and if we see something really good, I'll take it on eval, but I am not trading, fundeds or anything like that on Monday. But I will be on the charts. I'll probably just watch price, maybe paper trade, maybe take an eval trade, but nothing serious on Monday. Now, Tuesday, we have prelim GDP at 8:30. We have a lot of orange folder at 8:30. And then at 10 a.m., we have CB Consumer Confidence and Richmond Manufacturing Index, which I actually like these orange folder event days. So Tuesday, I actually will be normally trading on Tuesday. Again, still de-risking because I'm not trying to trade heavy the week of Christmas, but I'll be trading, de-risking, maybe even eval, but I will be on the charts Tuesday actually trying to trade, but probably just heavily de-risking. Now, Wednesday, we have unemployment claims. I will be trading maybe a bit on Wednesday, probably not because it's Christmas Eve. I might just mess around. See. We'll see. We'll see what happens on Wednesday. We'll get up. We'll get on the charts. We'll see what's happening. Again, Thursday, no trading. And Friday, I won't be trading as well. So, shortened week. Going into 2026, I would advise a lot of you to save your mental capital. Save the headache. Don't be blowing fucking accounts on the week of Christmas. And, save it for the new year. We're going to have some good price action in January. So that's it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Again, all the links, pin, comment, description. Check that all out. And that's it for me. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.